Hello everybody and welcome back to the Beanbag. I want to do a quick video showing something that's not quite figures today. Well, there will be at least one. Um, but I wanted to talk about the vehicle lines that Playmates made during the area that they were working on the Star Trek figures. They first started off when they came out with the TNG line, this Shuttlecraft Goddard, and real quick, unfortunately, I do not have batteries in any of these, so they don't have the sound effects or the lights, but, you know, you can trust that they did work back in the day, and some of them still work today if I get them going. But anyways, yeah, this was the Shuttlecraft Goddard. It actually had to where, oh, it's giant Riker. Screw off, man. So you could open up the back, and there was a cargo pallet with a, I think this was supposed to be a shield generator. I don't remember now. And you look inside, and there is a pair of benches where you can have one person sit on each side. And of course, the funny part about that is that because where the battery pack is located, their face would be crammed right up into the battery pack. Now, just slide that back in, and you could come around here and flip open the front, and you have the cockpit area where you've got this nice wraparound console, a single chair that you can put a figure in. If you look really closely, this is going to be sort of a run and gag thing. So you see how the seatbelt that they've put in, which first of all, they never showed seatbelts on the show, which is kind of funny, but they put this under the toy. I guess so kids would be like, oh, seatbelts are important. But they put the little Star Trek TNG logo, specifically that oval one, which really only appeared on Next Generation in the first part of Deep Space Nine, on the seatbelt there. That's going to be important. Because next, we go to Deep Space Nine, and originally, before they got the Defiant, they had runabouts. If I can get this back far enough so you can see it. If you know anything about the runabout, you'll probably notice that this doesn't look quite right, especially from the front. The back, actually, the back end actually looks really good. Again, this has buttons for lights and sounds, and the engine nacelles would light up. But if you look, this right here is supposed to be the door that they enter in, but obviously the scale is far different. Now, one thing is that, so this is the cockpit that can be opened, but you'll see that the windows are way up here rather than down here where they're supposed to be. And it's got this little button on the underside that you have to press to get the cockpit to pop open. And there it is. Now what's kind of neat is that this one has this swing open style console. You see it wraps around as well. It's hard to see in there, but it does have some little like windows or screens, whatever you want to say. And then the chair is literally the exact same chair done in gray, and it's got that same logo, which was fine technically for Deep Space Nine at first because they were still using the same logo at the time. And then you flip it around, and at the back, because there was supposed to be a back area that people could go to, but Deep Space Nine never showed it. They only showed it on one episode of Next Generation. It's that same chair again, so you can put another figure. There is a little window thing there, sticker there. There's another one on the other side. But yeah, so they had the runabout. I think this was the Orinoco. Yep. So then, finally, they made original series, the Galileo. Again, scale was kind of off on this one. If I flip it around here to the side, you'll see that this one has a door on it as well. What was kind of neat is that they actually had it so that flips down, that opens up, just like the one from the episode. Now, what was funny is that they had this labeled as being from the episode Where No Man Has Gone Before, because it came with a Captain Kirk in the uniform he wore in Where No Man Has Gone Before, which I do have that, and I'll be showing that at another time. But the shuttle Galileo was not seen in that episode, and neither was the other accessory it came with, which I do not have, unfortunately, the laser cannon, or phaser cannon, which was seen in the episode The Cage. So, yeah, it was kind of crazy labeling all over. Now, I do love the details on this. First of all, the feet on the bottom are great. On both nacelles, it's got these little pop-open panels that you could have Scotty working on. Something we never saw on the show, but they decided to include on here, is that we've got this little drop-down panel and, like, little mini torpedoes, I guess. I'm not real sure what that was supposed to be. Again, other side, we've got the engineering panel there. That, now I can't close. There it goes. On the front, the whole front half of this opens, and you have a single console there. Going to be a little difficult to show you some of those details, but you can see inside there. And as you're noticing that, you're probably noticing the seatbelt on the chair. The chair is different. It is made to look more like the chairs from the Galileo shuttlecraft, but it's got that TNG logo on there, which is funny to me. So, yeah, what's great is this one, they put a ton of detail. You see that sidewall console that you can barely get in there and see, and even that console over there. And these here, there's a ton of detail in these, the handles and everything. And then we flip it around, and in the back, where the impulse engine is supposed to be, you flip that up, you flip this wall down, there's another chair in here. It's the same chair as the front with another seatbelt. But again, there's a load of detailed stuff back here as well. And the walls got all this kind of texturing detail, which it's fantastic that they did that, but it's in a place where you can't hardly even notice it. So, I mean, I guess good on them. Hopefully they keep that up with the new line once they start it. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is my one custom vehicle that I have built. I built this Shuttle Pod, like the ones that were used in the Next Generation. And I made it so that the entire top half came off. I handmade these chairs myself to sit in there. And you'll see I got some decent detailing on the inside. And you've got the console right there. And even on the inside of the top hatch, you can see obviously it's got a clear front section. And I made the lights and all that on the inside as well. And this is the one custom vehicle I have made so far. So, hope you enjoy that one. And then lastly, because it's Christmas Eve, I'm going to share with you my one custom Christmas character that I have made. Because tomorrow is Christmas Morn. And I know that that's a goofy joke, but this is, I had seen one time somebody made a Morn sort of in a Santa Claus outfit, and so I made my own version of it. It's just the regular Morn repainted, and I sculpted a hat onto his head, painted him on a beard. Come on, focus. And even gave him a little red nose. So yes, that's Christmas Morn. And Merry Christmas to you all. And I'll see you next time.